First things first, you guys amaze me. I can't believe the growth that I am already seeing in you as mathematicians who can subtract with ungrouping. I promise you that you will do this until you are like 95 years old. You will be doing math like this. My daughter, who's 17, said to me, "They're learning that right now?" We do that every day, all the time. It will become something that's a lot like handwriting to you, where you don't have to think about what the letter is anymore like you did in kindergarten. When you need an A, you just write an A. You don't have to look up and go, what's an A? This becomes as easy as that and straightforward as that. But the way that you develop that fluency is to practice, 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 and practice some more. So that is what we're doing right now, is we are doing all of that practice. So the last time we worked together, we were working on 2-digit subtraction, where we were working on ungrouping first. And look at this, it says practice the ungroup first method. Use the ungroup first method to find each difference. Well, ungroup first just means that we do all this business when we start. So we get the picture drawn, we do all the Xing out and all that stuff, and then we do the subtraction. We don't do it as we go, we do it right away from the beginning. So that is what we are going to be doing today, but we're working with 200. That might sound a little overwhelming and scary at first, but when you remember that we started with ungrouping 100, from 100, you remember that like, oh, it's not so hard to subtract from 100s. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do 2 of them with you. You're going to do the 4 on your own, okay? So number 1 says 200 minus 87. I do, we do, you do. So this is the one that I'm going to do for you, and you're just going to write as we go. This is the one where I'm going to ask you for lots of help, and I'm going to pretend like I don't know how to do this. And then these are the ones that you're going to do on your own. So 200 minus 87. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw my picture. My picture is super easy to do today because I just have 2 100s boxes. All right, now I'm ready to start. So I'm going to look right here and wonder, can I subtract? If I have nothing, can I take 7 from it? No, I cannot. So I'm going to go next. I can't go next door and take a 10 because they don't have a 10 there. They have a 0. So guess what? We're going to go next door, and then we're going to go to the next door, and we're going to go over to this 200, and we're going to take 100 from that 2. So we're going to cross out that 2 and say, give me your 100. And they say, okay. And we're going to go ahead and put the 1 up there. Now this may seem confusing, but when you think about it this way, how many 10s are in 100? Yes, there are 10 10s in 100. So right now we have 0 10s, but now we're going to have 10 10s in there. So let's go ahead and X out that 100 and make 10 10 sticks to show that change that we have made. Okay, are we done yet though? No, we are not, because look at this. This is still 0. So this guy, he's got 10 now. So let's go over to him and say, give me one of your 10s. You've got 10 of them, I want one. So we're gonna X out that 10, and now he only has 9 10s, and in the 1s, we've got 10 1s. So we need to X out one of those 10s and make 10 1s. I know there's a lot going on here, but I also know that you can do this. So look at that. We had to X out the 100. We had to X out 2 times in the 10s and X out once in the 1s. Now are we ready to subtract? Can we subtract 7 from 10? Yes. Can we subtract 8 from 9? Yes. And right here, this really is a ghost 0. Can we subtract 0 from 1? Of course. If we have 1 and we don't take anything away from it, we can sure do that. All right, so let's go ahead and start subtracting. We're going to subtract 87. So I'm going to start by Xing out my 7 ones. And then I'm going to subtract my 8 tens. Okay, so this is what my picture looks like right now. There's a lot of things X'd out. I'm going to pause for a moment and wait for you to catch up. All right, now that we have this all together, we're going to go ahead and count up right here. So we have 100, 110, 111, 112, 113. So when I subtract over here, I should end up with the same answer. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 8 is 1, and 1 minus 0 is 1. So look at that. 113 for both of those. That means that my equation is right if I got it right in both places. Are there any questions before we go on to number 2? Okie dokie, Finokis, let's do this. Number 2. This time I want you to remember that you need to be my helpers. This isn't I do anymore. This is we do. And I'm putting that yellow line there so I remember that I need to stay below that. I didn't leave as much space as I would have liked to, and I don't want it to be confused. 200 minus 89. All right. Excuse me. All of a sudden I got a little froggy. All right, so what am I going to do first, friends? Go ahead and unmute yourself and tell me. Good job. We're going to go ahead and draw our 200. All right, next, what do I need to ask myself? Yeah, I need to ask myself, can I subtract 9 from 0? Nope. Can I subtract 8 from 0? Nope. I can't do that. So what do I need to do next? Yeah, I need to go all the way over to that 200 and say, give me one of those hundreds. And I know that we're being kind of rude, but I don't want to make it seem like the 100 can say no. So we got to be bossy with this 100. So they're going to be left with 100. Now what am I going to do with that 100 that I just took? Yeah, I'm going to put that 100 right here, and to show, these are the 10 sticks, I should say, and to show that it's 10 sticks and not 100 anymore, I'm going to break that 100 apart and draw it over here. Am I done? So what do I do now then? Thank you. I'm going to X out this 10, and I'm going to take one of those 10s, so this is now 9 10s, and I'm going to put my new 10 over here. So to show that, I'm going to X out one of my 10s and break it into 10 ones. All right, now what do I need to do? Yes, now I get to solve the equation. Which one do I need to do first? Does it matter? Nope, I always do this one first because counting is easier for me. And so I always tend to do this one first and then do that one second. Math facts in my brain are, I don't remember them as quick, but over here I can do this really fast. So we're gonna go ahead and X out 9 of our ones. How many 10s will we X out? Yep, we're gonna do 8. Because we have 89 there. Okay, and now we can count it up. Go ahead and type your answer into the chat when you get it. All right, so we figured out this is 100, 110, 111. So 1, 1, 1. And 10 minus 1, 9 is 1. 10 minus 8 is 1. 1 minus a ghost 0 is also 1. So our answer is 111. All right, I want to see where you're at with this, everybody. Are you thumbs up? I've got it. Thumbs sideways. I'm getting it. Thumbs down. I don't know what you're doing, Mrs. Littlejohn. This is really confusing. So where are you at? All right, so I am here to work with you right now on this in class and give you some help. You need to finish the last 4, and that doesn't mean that you can't ask me questions. That doesn't mean that I can't help you. It just means I want you to challenge yourself to do these 4. I am happy to work on these on the document cam with you if you need my help. When you finish, make sure and take a snapshot of page 178 and post it to your journal in Seesaw, just like always. And after that, this week, you can go on Prodigy, since we're not ready for iReady yet. So thank you and nice work, and I'm really proud of you, and keep it up. It will become easier and easier the more we practice.